theme for this month is Reconnect, Build the Bridge, which helps us understand more about peace, proving you care more about each other than winning an argument.
Hey everybody, I'm Lawson, and today we're talking about peace. Piece of cake? It smells so good. And does anybody have a fork?
Peace, Lawson, not peace.
Yeah, I know. P-E-A-C-E on Earth and all that. I just wanted an excuse to eat cake. Anyhow, at least there are cookies in today's story about P-E-A-C-E peace, as told to me by my young friend Raj. Now Raj lives like 5 houses down from the school. So every morning at 7:35, he heads out the front door and down the sidewalk. And every morning at 7:36, Mr. Sampson beelines down the driveway with his coffee to get his newspaper. Because I guess some people still actually get newspapers. He claims it's the smell of the ink. And at precisely 7:37, Jade Zimmerman runs through with her pesky dog, Thunderbolt. Now Raj usually gets stuck right between them. Then Mr. Sampson complains, "That dog of yours pees on my mailbox." And Jade snaps, "That mailbox is an eyesore." Because Mr. Sampson's mailbox needs a little bit of work. And it's still decorated for Christmas. So, Raj takes some extreme measures. He yells, "Stop!" But Mr. Sampson shouts at Jade, "Your dog is killing my flowers!" And she yells back, "I'm voting you out of the neighborhood!" Raj finally makes a break for it. But their words come flying after him. And it happens like that again. And again. Raj tells his mom, "They're driving me nuts." And she says, "Maybe you can help." So, Raj makes a plan. And the next morning, he's ready with treaty treats. They've got chocolate chips for Mr. Sampson with healthy oatmeal for Jade. And while his neighbors are busy chewing, Raj offers to help Mr. Sampson take down the Christmas decorations and plant some daffodils around it. And Raj offers Jade a bag of dog treats so she can coax Thunderbolt to do his business somewhere else. And then they all high 30. And at last there's a little peace for Raj's morning trek to school. So kids, never leave your Christmas decorations up past Valentine's Day. But always do remember that peace is proving you care more about each other than winning the argument. Hey! Aha! Ooh! Time for a little peace? Okay. It's so good. I'll see you guys next time. I love you so much.
Will bring faithful and true every day, so I will walk by faith. I'm gonna walk by faith no matter what comes my way, and stand on your promises. You are faithful and true every day, so I will walk by faith. Every step I take, every single day, I'm gonna walk by faith. I'm gonna walk by faith. Every move I make, I will not be afraid. I'm gonna walk by faith. I'm gonna walk by faith. I'm gonna walk by faith no matter what comes my way, and stand on your promises. You are faithful and true every day, so I will walk by faith. I'm gonna walk by faith no matter what comes my way, and stand on your promises. You are faithful and true every day, so I will walk by faith.
The Bible. It's 66 books of history, stories, letters, and poetry that fit together to form God's one big story. The epic adventure of how He created us and loves us so much that He made a way to rescue us. As we travel through the Bible, from Genesis to Revelation, we discover people who met God and found their lives changed forever. Now, for an amazing story, inspired by the book of Genesis. Chapter 26.
God had chosen Abraham to follow him, and God made the same promises to Abraham's son, Isaac.
I will make your children after you, as many as the stars in the sky, and I will give them all these lands. All nations on earth will be blessed because of your children.
Thank you, God.
The land of the Philistines where Isaac lived had experienced a period of famine, but God blessed Isaac's crops.
Hey, boss, we done gathered 100 times more wheat than we planted.
Excellent.
103.7 times as much to be precise.
And your flocks and herds are multiplying like rabbits.
Actually, they're increasing like sheep and goats, because that's what they are.
Very well, carry on.
Unfortunately, the Philistines who lived nearby grew jealous of Isaac's success. They shoveled dirt into his wells, cutting off his water source.
Excuse me?
The king of the Philistines called for Isaac and issued a command.
You have become too powerful. Move away from us.
It wasn't fair. Isaac had plenty of men who could stand against the Philistines and fight, but he chose to keep his cool.
All right, we'll move down to the Valley of Gerar.
Isaac and his family packed up everything he owned.
I knew I should have been saving all those Camel X delivery boxes.
They moved on and made camp in the Valley of Gerar, where Abraham had lived many years before.
Oh, all right, men. Let's open up those old wells my father dug.
Isaac's servants immediately got to work, digging for water.
Ooh-wee! It's hotter than a snake in a hog's back out here.
My calculations of soil composition. We should hit water in precisely 2.6 seconds.
Well, ain't that the bee's knees?
Abraham's old wells filled with cool, clear water once again. The happy herds and flocks could drink their fill. That is, until the nearby Philistine herdsmen showed up.
So kind of you to open up these wells for us.
Step aside, the water's ours.
Isaac's servants gaped at the Philistines.
You got some nerve.
These wells belong to Isaac by ancestral tradition and dint of hard labor.
Whatever.
We're taking the well.
Oh yeah? We're gonna have to fight me for it.
I believe the appropriate course of action is to flee.
As Isaac's servants and the Philistine herdsmen faced off, Isaac himself arrived.
Easy does it, fellas. There's plenty of land in this valley for everyone. We'll move along.
But we can take them.
Let's go.
So Isaac and his family and his servants and his flocks all moved camp down the valley, and once again his servants set out to dig new wells.
This is an exercise in futility.
Yeah, well, I've been working out. My futility is really strong. Look here!
The new wells also produced clean, clear, cool water, but it wasn't long before Philistine herdsmen arrived on the scene.
Yes! Another day, another well for us.
Why, I'll flatten you back to the flood.
Step aside.
Eek, save me.
Once again, Isaac showed up.
Take it down a notch, please. There's still room for everyone.
Oh, come on, we could knock them flat.
Yes, we could, but we're not going to. Move on out, boys.
For a third time, Isaac and his men moved camp, and once again his servants dug new wells.
This time, I'm gonna tie those bullies in knots and dip them in garlic.
Oh, look, water. Yay.
Wait for it. Wait for it.
This time, no one challenged Isaac or his servants. They were left to tend to their flocks and herds in peace. That is until one day, Isaac spotted King Abimelech heading his way with a host of advisors. When the royal entourage arrived, Isaac welcomed them.
Why have you come to me? You were angry with me and sent me away.
Abimelech shifted and exchanged a glance with his advisors.
Well, we saw clearly the Lord was with you, so we want to make a peace treaty with you. We always treated you well. We sent you away peacefully, and now the Lord has blessed you. Give us your word you won't harm us?
I can do that.
Isaac prepared a feast for the Philistines. Early the next morning, the men made an agreement to keep peace with each other. Then, the Philistines went on their way.
Need a drink? Pretty good well right there by the road.
Yep, even though Isaac had the power to win a fight, he had chosen to stay strong and walk away 3 times in a row. And God had blessed him with peace.